Hate to say it, but they're probably negative. This one's probably positive, though.
Each covets what the other has.
Judgment is stress. Take aim is stress. Oof.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
That's surprising. Divine Grace is stress heal. Wicked Hack is stress heal. 2 positives? My god, the whiskey does its job. Toe-to-toe is lower stress, point-blank shot is lower stress. So we have a few ways of lowering stress on everyone but the man-at-arms, but he's got bolster. Lead Hellion works better against the I-boss. I mean, against most bosses, especially bosses that have multiple actions per turn, any DOT would work better. DOT just has more damage than physical damage in this game, which I think is kind of interesting. Like, the Grave Robber, when we had a Grave Robber stacking up like 30 blight per turn, that's incredible DPS. Like, DPS? DPT, damage per turn. It was lovely, lovely amounts of damage. Having physical damage units and they hit for like 8 and you're just like, oh, okay, well, sure. You know, they're affected by weakness. It's weird. DOT, like the poison dart, it's not affected by weakness. You might lose like 1 or 2 damage, but it is affected by crits, because if ever you crit, you get more turns of the DOT. Like, damage over time abilities in this game just are absolutely better than anything else, as long as the enemies can be dotted. Some of them are immune. I don't know what you are. We can get 2 items. 2 items and quirks. Daredevil, let's free it and see what we can get out of it. I'll do it, even though we get a negative quirk. Zoophobic.
In this world, wealth is worthless without
8
purpose.
healing salves. The Pustule Salve. Removes DOT and heals for 25%. I have 8 of them. That's like really good. That's like really, 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 really good. I'll equip a few of these, you know. Hold on. You don't have a heal. You have a heal, you should get this. You have a heal, you should get this. Even though this is stupid, so let's not do that. They're goated. I mean, there's a stagecoach upgrade which lets you like add 6 to restorative stacking. But they're not restorative, so that wouldn't work. All right, well. Because there was that fight where I had like 8 triage kits on 1 character. That was pretty good. I would love to have that on like every run, please. Just because that is extremely powerful. We should equip this. This is something we can grab. Little smoke bomb. We've got the inventory to hold all of this stuff too. Okay.
It would be unwise to open
A door.
this
Trinket and food?
portal, if memory serves.
Food and a positive quirk. Bust the damned thing down already. I reckon the old shoulder still has it. Let's get a trinket and food. I mean, quirks are nice. Do we want another positive quirk? We'd probably get a positive quirk at some point on the run. Let's go for the trinket. Because it might, I think trinkets can be unique. The quirks aren't.
Scavenge what you can.
So it's the locked
and
jaw.
Off once more.
DOT piercing, but 0 debuff resist, and then good food. Wow, that's like really good food. I wish we had more. Let's see. Unforgettable trinket. It's not a unique trinket, unfortunately. But resist piercing. As of right now, the only person who applies DOT is the Hellion. We can give her no debuff resists, none at all. But she would land her DOTs. She would land the, if it bleeds, she would land the bleed out. Bleed out's a lot of bleed DOT, so that would probably work pretty well. I kind of like that. Tin Delicacies, this is an item that I feel like we should save for the boss, but we might not be able to. Spore Grenade I will just use one of at some point, so I'll just put that there. Shimmering Powder. Let's save, you know, 1 stack of Pustule Salves for the next combat, but like, yeah, if we I mean, I guess the Highwayman does have Open Vein, but only 1. Yeah, we might be able to, or we might want to make a Bleed Hellion, because right now we're pretty much just physical damage. I'm starting to think as well about the eye fight. The eye has been changed. I don't know exactly what the changes entail. But if the boss still spams that same damage attack, we're only gonna get 1 riposte if we have more than one riposte up, but because it gets multiple actions per turn, that's probably not that relevant. Plus speed, plus strength, absolutely. Connie says, I think you can get the murder weapon from that academic study. Instant kill on crit. Isn't it like a chance of instant killing on crit? I think we've seen it before. So I'm just gonna use that to use it. It also applies as daze. It also used the crit token. Why does it do that? I don't know, but it's a lot of DOT, I guess. It's a lot of damage too. My dude is dead if he skitters. I mean, he's still dead. I didn't change the order of my party. Oh my god. Well, we can still resolve this, believe it or not. That's a huge mistake on my part. I didn't even think about it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have her move back 1, and now we can at least do if it bleeds. Could also use toe-to-toe, but... So you're already dead. I'll hit you.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
I guess she does do a lot of bleed damage. I think we should make her into a bleed unit. So you can see there, we only got 1 riposte out of that attack. Unfortunately. I don't want to add stress if I can avoid it, so let's not take aim. He's taking 7 damage. He's almost dead.
Development.
This unit in the back is stealthed. Hopeful. Have at them.
Confers advantage.
Good Death's Door, good combo. Did I take Illumination? I did, specifically for this purpose, I believe. %. Just give me the bolster. You need to reduce your own stress. Gotta keep stress down. Okay, riposte's active. Good crit. You know what? I think you just take that. I mean, we're handling these fights handedly. We have a good party. They do a lot of damage. We've got a lot of damage on the ripostes. It's just not.
Is put before you.
It's not exactly how I expected it to go, you know? I mean, she already has 20% debuff resist. Taking it down to 0% debuff resist is really, like, not a big deal. But I guess we don't need... You know, we don't need her to have bleed piercing right now. Enemies have, like, what, 20% bleed resist? I think we're okay. We need to get 100 balls. We need to get 100 triangles to make this work. Yeah, this is still fine. Order. Go like this, go like this. Go like this. You guys can constantly swap. You're never gonna be able to use Iron Swan except after the first turn. So let's actually, I upgraded it, let's keep it. I might wanna dump Iron Swan even though I upgraded it. I mean, we're gonna get a lot of mastery tokens. We had 7 after the first biome. That one we're gonna miss.
The loathing whispers.
Good bread. I want more combat. And I want more whiskey too. We're not getting a lot of whiskey. I wonder if that minus 10 stress works if you enter a combat with 10 stress and it avoids the meltdown. Yes, it would, I imagine. Leave or attack? You're hopeful, so we can manage this relationship debuff. Although, actually, we can't, because now we're under my personal minimum threshold of, acceptable level. Well, I mean, you gotta do it. Purge the dodge token because you still get your riposts. Okay, we have Illumination. Damage is not too bad. He can always riposte, take AoE shots, and then guard her in order to take a frontline shot if we need him. Let's start with that Illumination. I gotta look at the names. The Vestal would get -1 stress. The Highwaymen would get -1 stress from a toe-to-toe, though. Toe-to-toe, though. Let's do this later. Let's start with the Wicked Hack. Although, you know what? We can do that later. Let's start with the If It Bleeds to get the bleed out there. It missed. That's okay. Speed is pretty decent. Let me just Retribution. I was thinking about using Bellow and then we could Retribution on the next turn before they can act, but let's just do this. We absorbed the gore, which was nice. We did take 2 damage because I think that was a bleed. Wrong button.
Observe the subject carefully.
But that's exactly why we have that.
You will discover
Now, unfortunately, we can't do anything from here, so why don't we just crit you for 12. Well, now we gotta do this, of course. Like, we upgraded the Iron Swan. Next attack from you is a crit. I think we just bellow this one. Gets rid of the dodge token.
You may outwit them
Because we
yet.
could, good. We could put out a defend, but we still have the taunt active. We took 2 damage because we resisted the bleed. I'm starting to realize that could come back and be a pain in the ass if we take 2 damage after a crit, it could kill us. So there is a huge negative associated with it. We just have to hope that it's not going to be detrimental to the point of absurdity. You have so many cultist trinkets, the baby shambler would be amazing. I don't have that pet unlocked, but we'll try to get it after this run, I guess. Pistol shot is a guaranteed crit. You might as well take the combo.
Work.
It's not like a great value because Daze is not that good on its own. You really want to convert that into a stun, but... You were stunned? You didn't have a token for it. That was very weird. Maybe I misread it, but I could have sworn there was no token for it. Well, there's your crit. Now, unfortunately, the only one who can get a kill will raise stress. You know what? We don't have to. We can illuminate here, because you're not going to do that much damage. We've got a dodge and a block in front. Okay, and you were posted into a crit. You love to see it. Wow, that was weird. How'd that happen? Oh, diphtheria. When stress damage, take damage, round start, 5% chance of being stunned. We must have just gotten that, because I don't recognize that being there. That's something that I was not paying attention to, but I never notice when we get quirks or we get diseases, because that pop-up only lasts for like half of a second and it immediately fades out. It's really hard to pay attention to. 12 to 21 damage.
They falter, so press your advance. down these nightmares and blaze the
16
trail to
relics,
your
though.
redemption.
We're gonna get a lot of cash from this. I hope we get the swine cash.
The
That's okay,
loathing
even
of
if we don't get it.
base.
This is a tutorial round. This is us trying to figure out how we're actually gonna make this party function. Move, you damn stagecoach. And we're almost done. It looks like we might have one more event and one more location, and then we'll leave. And this is the cache. Look at that.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these
Loathing
well-worn
resistance.
relics.
It's actually pretty good. Lower stress, bleed resist, some food, a bad trinket, a combat item. Ultimately, that's like not all that good, but it's stuff, I guess. Do I have restorative stacking? Hold on, Zed. No, I have a chance to reduce restoratives. Probably why we've gotten so many of those herbs. Target is stunned plus 50% damage. Apply on crit days. So that's how you get that constant stunning. Low torchlight. We have the healing from Shimmering Crown, but not the baubles yet. I think I'm going to... I'm gonna dump some things. Death's Door Piercing. Apply to attacker when hit. 33% combo. Dump that. Stress resist and Death's Door resist. It's not bad, but we're not gonna use it. And we can probably move on. Since we are done with this biome, let's get the heck out of here. Stuck in a coach with you, like, with the likes of you, Fech. Deck of cards. Did we get rid of Curmudgeon? I don't know. Ah, humbug.
Rest now for
All
a
right,
time.
quirks. Oh, good, good, good. Boisterous, Torn Rotator Cuff, Tippler, Off Guard, Combat Start, Days, Round Start, Vulnerability. Wow, that is just so bad. I think we did get rid of Curmudgeon, so this should work now for everyone. The minus sucks, but it raised 2 8s into 9s, so that was very, very, very useful.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
No party barrel, bunch of whiskey. I like the speed buffs, so we can get value out of our speed trinkets. And I like -1 speed to get value out of the speed trinkets that we have. Maybe we want that. 2 targets, good chance of positive relationships. I'll spend 16 on that, I think. Let me take a look. I mean, that's like the only other thing we can buy, so for good relationships, I should say. Anyone need it? Everyone's at 9. Everyone's back at neutral levels. Fantastic. Is it 3 or 4? 3? Did we get any whiskey? No? Okay. +6! I guess there's a chance for it to crit? Is that how it goes? I'm gonna buy 1 whiskey. And we'll use that on Comedian Arhelion and Harrison, the Highwayman. Okay, now they're above the next threshold. Oh, excuse me. Connie says, diphtheria. A serious infection can lead to difficulty breathing, heart rhythm problems, and even death. A lot of things in Darkest Dungeon can lead to even death.
Rain, fire, and rot.
Candle of Hope
Is there
stacking.
no sanctuary from
Avoid the
this
Hoarder.
madness?
Minus bleed resist. Is that us or enemies? It's probably us, but maybe it's also enemies. Disease resist. Oh, good. F you guys. We gotta think about fighting a boss, by the way. Oh no, we did. We got a trophy. We don't have to fight another one. We could if we wanted to. You know, if there's a lot of movement resist, we could fight the Leviathan. If there's debuff resist, we could fight the other guy because we have a mobile ability. That's a word, right? There's debuff resist. Let's see what we have in the provisioner. Stun resist, speed, move resist, stake and spuds. Ceremonial drum move resist. I kind of don't want to fight Leviathan, because, you know, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, if we fight Leviathan, we didn't bring, you know, stalwart man-at-arms, but Leviathan mainly does a big AoE hits everyone attacks, doesn't it? So we're not going to get the double riposte out of it. We're going to have to manually attack into him, which means Retribution is not going to be as valuable as it otherwise would be. We can still have a good move resist with the man-at-arms. We could have 70 move resist, 80 if we buy the stake and spuds, or we can use this. And that would give us a lot of ability to stay in the fight. But we don't need to. You know, we have good scouting with our trophy, so who cares? Admittedly, the immobilization is kind of nice, but we've got the pet that has value from moving, so we don't need it. Oh, that's also the general, not the other guy. Although, if there's a way that we can make our Hellion bleed, which there isn't, because we have the Wanderer path, we could also get the sweater that is insanely overpowered, and I love it. All right, let's actually do what we're doing. Mastery Trainer, we have one token. Where are we spending this? Where were we lacking previously? Guard is pretty nice. You got to admit that. Bellow can remove crit. Nothing here is going to be critting. Our Vestal we didn't really use that much. Excuse me. So I think we probably use the Hellion and go for more bleeds. We have if it bleeds. We could probably go for bleed out. That's a pretty high damage bleed skill, or Howling End, since it is just such large damage and its movement. Howling End can be used from the first two positions though, which I like a little bit more. So let's go for Howling End, upgraded, and then we'll actually equip it. What we'll get rid of is, really? Wicked Hack? I guess we can Howling End into a toe-to-toe. Like Howling End, if it bleeds someone who's in the middle, and then if there's someone at the very front, we can just toe-to-toe, way to turn Howling End, and then that should be good enough. I think that'll be acceptable. Diphtheria, can we remove... diseases? We can get disease resist. I don't think we can remove diseases right here, unfortunately. So we're gonna be stuck with that for a while. Rip. Got so many freaking combat items too. You need something. Add stealth plus 2 speed. Mobilization, lower bleed resist. It's actually not that bad for the Hellion. We can put the smoke bomb on the Highwayman, but let's put something a little bit less useful. Put the smoke bomb on, why not? So of $87, 87 buckaroonies. Healing salve only stacks to 2.
A bit of comfort on the road to
just in
damnation.
case we do it. Whoops. I think we're just good to go at this point. I'm trying to think. No, we should definitely eat the food. Don't be a dummy. Free up some inventory space. Chance of lower stress. Oh, it's only 1 unit. I thought it was 2 units. This is 2 units. Lower stress. That wasn't pipeweed, was it? It was not pipeweed, good. And then one final check on trinkets. Turn end a random buff, that's pretty good. If target is comboed, plus 10% chance of critting. Your speed is too high to use the boots, and we're not going to be equipping this stuff on you, I don't think. Turn start extra action or 1 damage. God, that's like, it's so tempting. It really is. If speed is greater than or equal to 8 crit, your speed is not going to be that high, my friend. Unless, was there a speed upgrade on here? There is. Where'd it go? So now you're going to get a 50% chance of a crit every turn. That's pretty good. You're never going to move, so this doesn't really help for you. This also doesn't really do anything, but there's not much I'd rather give her. Possible debuff resist is what we have, and that's like, that's okay. Gain on miss strength is not particularly good either. I guess in theory we could give her this stuff, and I could give you the things that operate on lower speed just in case we have lower speed. Yeah, I mean, she'll never get dotted now, so she's never gonna have like a DOT death situation. She's not even gonna be attacked that much, so sure, you can hold those. You know what, let's give you an extra turn. Why not? Turn start extra action or 1 damage. Let's see how that works for us. Gain on miss is good. You're gonna have enough speed, that's not gonna matter for you. All right, let's accept it. Let's accept that, and let's select our route. I think we're gonna go to the Fetor, actually. I thought about it. Well, no, we were gonna go to the shroud. Yeah, let's go to the shroud. Go to the shroud.
The barnacled timbers of the coastal
I did give him the movement resist just in case we like it.
Salt.
And then
Secrets.
we can't remove any negative quirks, which is really unfortunate. Everyone's ate food. I guess I could feed him some pipeweed, and then that way he has the lower speed, so he's always gonna get block tokens when he gets hit. And then we can it'll also give someone else negative speed. You can take 1. It's also a relationship bonus is what I'm thinking of here. Let's not worry about it. Let's go.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
One relationship. I almost forgot to repair a stagecoach. Hopeful again. Thank you.
Desperation unites the hopeful.
Punch the microphone. Consecration of Light, which we don't have equipped. Wicked Hack. I don't think we have those equipped, but we should equip them. God, it's so laggy. We should...
Propriety floats listless on the tide. Brined in noxious degradation.
We should equip Wicked Hack, probably over Howling End, just for the we have Bolster for stress. I don't want it. It's not upgraded. This is upgraded. What about you? Can I equip Consecration of Light? It's an offensive bonus because it gives us grants strength every turn. gives lower stress. I want to keep ministrations. You know what? We don't need illumination for this. Not too many enemies have dodge or stealth here, I feel. So sure, we'll equip that. We have full scouting everywhere. We know where we're going. Probably Hero Shrine. There's a cache, an oasis, and a creature den. We could also go for another Hero Shrine. Can we survive the route? Reward unique liquor. Middle path, right combat, lose an armor, another academic study, a cache, an oasis. As much as I would like the creature den, we would have to get loathing to get there. I think I'd rather just have another hero story edition. So we're skipping the lair, and it's not even because I'm scared. It's because I just want to have a particular path through the area.
Deliberation is exhausted.
We want to go right up the middle.
Trust your instincts.
Here's my instinct.
Up ahead, the seat of our regrettable research.
I'm also trying to think really quickly if the party layout is what I like, and I think it is. Picked up a few things there. It's a little hard for us to hit the back line. We're mostly reliant on the riposts, but we do have Judgment and Iron Swan, but we're never going to be able to use that on turn 1, unfortunately. In theory, what we could do is we could start in position 3 and then move to position 2 and then have an Iron Swan. It actually doesn't sound that bad. Let's give that a shot too. Gotta get the shrines done. Also, it's free mastery. You know, I didn't know that. I was actually, I did not pay attention, I think, to the fact that those are free mastery. That's awesome and amazing and wonderful and beautiful. And thank you, game. The wine, the wine! +5 lower stress, quirk positive. Wait, that's a symbol for quirk positive? Maybe there is a symbol for quirk unique and it's gold. I thought that quirk positive would be a gold face instead of a blue face. Maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to that in the future. Combat items are healing flasks, I think. She has no quirk. Let's give her a quirk. Anemic. Aw, crap.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
Add crit. Crit, strength, and speed, but also horror. Dude, that's really good. That's like, actually pretty okay. I mean, we have bolster to remove it if we need to. And we picked up laudanum as well, so we can blood into high damage attacks and then laudanum the horror away. Minus 10% bleed resist, round start, days. Oh, good. Yeah. We should use these at like the end of this kind of floor and just kind of see how we feel about it. That is interesting. Like, is that something that we care about for, like, the end game boss? I think the answer is no, because that's a lot of stress. But for, like, combats, random combats, I think it's okay. Oh, I didn't look at all. I didn't notice off guard. Wait. I guess off guard just has you shuffle even though it doesn't say it? Also, you're stunned thanks to diphtheria? God, you suck. Let's start doing some damage, I guess. Oh, no, there it is. Enemy ambush shuffle. That's what happened. Just toss this. Oh, it's one. I thought it was a whole enemy party. That is incorrect. My bad. Let's concentrate. You've not had an action. We got an extra turn, by the way. Let's do a 4 to 7. Could kill. Did kill. There you go.
A promising development.
Remember, I think it's a 50-50 chance of an extra turn or taking 1 damage. That's very interesting to me. Very interesting indeed. Go ahead, hit me. Nope, you are guarding. He has a crit and stealth. Rip. Although you're a little bit slow. Well, I mean... Oh, Bellow not being upgraded is not going to remove the crit. That's so unfortunate. But we're still taunted. We have so many like positive tokens happening here. If only we could use indiscriminate science. Go ahead, hit me.
Incremental, but deadly all the
That bleed
same.
is going to screw us, I feel. Let's lock her in. I want to test something. I want to see if a Duelist Advance will have the Highwayman move to the front position, or if he can't move at all. Because I don't know. You know what? Upgrade administrations would be able to handle his dots. Something to think about. We got a bonus action, by the way, so let's remove his dot. Already, I'm loving that trinket. I know that it's dangerous, though.
What is it then? That gazes back
Oh my
so
God, it's a lot of
intently
stress.
from the abyss.
Okay. I'm gonna at least try to get the bolster out. Look at all of the freaking tokens we have. We are a token generating machine. Let's wipe that corpse. Keep the friendship going. Oh, we took one damage. But you know what? If ever we have the regen active, I'm just realizing this now. If ever we have the regen active, we can get more. We're not going to die off of the 1 damage, is what I'm trying to say, but failing miserably at it. Also, something else I'm realizing, because she gets bonus actions, the consecration comes back. We should get both consecrations going, I think. She's going to be a super buff support unit, I feel. If we don't get the bonus actions, it's not gonna work. But if we do get the bonus actions, I think she's gonna be freaking incredible. Should have equipped that maybe, but whatever. This is a really interesting build, and I gotta say, I love the Vestal and the Hellion, and I'm very glad that they showed up. I need to, you know, I can't say,
Horrors of their
another Vestal run, you know. The game gave me the Vestal after other people died. What was I supposed to do? Let's do the Highwayman.
Chapter 5. Shackled. The lifeless bodies of a woman and child, horribly mutilated by errant gunfire, stared spectrally through the remnants of the coach door. Arrested by the ghoulish sight, he felt the cold chains of remorse tighten around his heart. Guilt was a pursuer he could never outrun, a prison he would never escape.
Two new abilities unlocked. Yeah, in the Darkest Dungeon 1 character comic for the Highwayman, all we see is that he's ambushing a stagecoach, shooting in through the door to, you know, kill the occupants, opens the door, and there's just a woman and a child that he has killed. And that's all we get from his comic. I love these stories and the fact that they're expanding, sometimes retconning them, but I love the stories and how they're being presented. And I just absolutely love the fact that you play them as well. Double cross. Self, block, target vulnerability, melee attack, double tap. Ranged attack hits the middle, from the middle, Deals more damage when the target is weak, well, wounded, and has death's door piercing. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see an immediate reason why I would ever use these, but let's see how they upgrade. Connie says, I thought they were his wife and child, but apparently not. I don't think so. At least, maybe there's a lore that suggests it, but I don't believe that to be the case. Although there is a Highwayman, like, locket trinket, I believe, in Darkest Dungeon 1. So, double tap. Damage, deals more damage when the target has lower than 30% health, death's door piercing, and it's just more death's door piercing. Double cross, self-block target vulnerability. It upgrades to target double vulnerability. I mean, I get it. This is a good way of removing block tokens or setting up for high damage attacks from someone else. But is this better than, you know, Duelist Advanced Point Blank Shot, the high damage that you get out of it, the riposte you can set up, take aim, giving you dodge tokens and crits? I don't know. This is more about buffing him. This is more about buffing it for other units to be able to do damage. But at least with my playstyle, I don't see it. But then again, I am running Rogue. But these can only be used from the front anyways. Well, double tap from the third, but double cross from the front too. It's a melee attack, so I guess you could take a melee hot damage Highwayman. I don't know. Double cross is the main part of one of the paths. It says Segus Jr. That's true. You know, there could be trinkets or paths or quirks that are like, double cross is even better, and it does this. You know, it also reduces your stress and steals tokens and all that wonderful nonsense. Who knows? Oh my gosh, she's freaking dazed again. I want her to get off an Iron Swan, but she's just freaking useless back there. Freaking useless is what she is. I do have someone who can reduce one stress on her, but it's a Wicked Hack, I believe, which I don't actually have equipped at all. Bolster does not remove horror. Really? I thought it did. Or was it Raucous Reveille? Removes horror on yourself. Okay, well. Let's start with the Retribution. Pork, welcome, happy Thursday. How are you doing today? Took 1 damage. Didn't get our heal, unfortunately. Let's start with a... I want to kill this unit at the back, because that horror can really stack up. No, you bastard! 2 guard tokens. Oh look, we can now Iron Swan. I hate you. Target mobilization will replace this. Well, let's wipe the zombie, I guess.
To finish this quickly.
Photomaniac, 2 dodge tokens, let's go. Take aim, point blank shot. I don't want to hit the corpse, so... Take aim and I guess we're not gonna clear the corpse, but maybe we could do something. Yeah, we're not that good at hitting the back line, unfortunately. We have to rely on the riposte to really do everything. Surprised that wasn't like a move. Well, it's... Oh, right, the freaking guard. We did get a secondary action then. It's not gonna do it, but, you know, 2 judgments, why not? So we toe-to-toe. We're immobilized, we should be able to pistol shot and kill you. I've handled this incorrectly. Yeah, Connie says Jester removes horror. It's Jester, and I believe there's another unit that can remove horror, but I forget what it is. I'm running through the units in my mind, and maybe there isn't another one. Maybe it's just the Jester then. Huh. Oh well. I don't think I want her to have toe-to-toe, because I don't really want her to be taunting. I want him to be taunting, and I want you to get riposted, so I think... Oh, you know what? Defend will activate that riposte. That's how we can do it. Should have put it on him. By the way, there's our secondary attack. Oh, but we don't get more conviction tokens on another turn. Okay, that's what we wanted. We'll do another bolster as well. Yeah, our highwayman just is not getting attacked at all, which is not ideal. God, we are a token generating machine this run.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
But I love it. And you need to generate those tokens. Like, that's an important part of your run. Well, it can be, I suppose. We have inventory. We're going to an assistance encounter. So let's go ahead. There's no decision making to be made right now. Let's just go do the assistance encounter and see what we get. It'd be nice to be able to heal with those tokens, huh? Says Connie. Well, I mean, that's the thing about indiscriminate science. Sure, you can get unlimited healing out of it.
Look upon their noble struggle.
But I don't like removing positive tokens because they're very strong. But if you're just doing like a normal encounter, like a roadblock, you can use that as like your final action just to get a big heal out to someone like your highwayman or your man-at-arms. On a longer fight, would you really want to get rid of all of those dodge tokens and riposts? It might matter, and it matters more on units with more health because you get a larger percentage of HP back, but it is interesting to think about, and it's an interesting... Who better than us to help? We are great at this. Boisterous. You know what? I like it. Good job there, Nunu. Who better than us to help?
In crisis,
I got a lot of garbage.
Is insignificant.
Cost us little, might pay off later. Well, let's do this. I'm realizing I can give the highwayman more dodge tokens if I want. He already has enough, I feel, but we can give him more. I also think I want the highwayman maybe not to have the sparkle ball. God, I love the name of that. I feel like I want to give that to the man-at-arms, because we can set up riposts and guards to force the hits. Although admittedly, we technically get way more attacks out of the highwayman because he's basically only giving us, I mean, if we use point blank shot, we're getting 4 riposts every 2 turns. The problem is he's not getting attacked because we have taunts. We have taunts on the Hellion and we have taunts on the man-at-arms. What I would love is a, what's her name? I would love a, the lady who gives you all of the relics, the Antiquarian. The Antiquarian can force guard, and then we could force the guard onto the highwayman so he gets all the riposts out. But there is no forced guard that at least we have unlocked. Sanctuary is a guard, which is incorrect. It's the wrong way. That's what I'm thinking pretty much. Let's use a spore grenade. Party, 3 blight. These units blight, right? I think they blight. God, we have so much freaking inventory here. We gotta dump so much stuff. Dump spelling salts? Dump smelling salts. I guess we could use shimmering powder to give someone stealth and then they won't get attacked. So that's something we can think about. In fact, we could just probably do that right now. In fact, we can do it on you. That way you can give stealth to the Hellion, and then the Hellion can't get attacked, and then it is more likely to hit a reposter. A reposter. And then what was the other thing I was thinking of? Oh right, who's getting hit more often and who should really have these buffs? Because Seaman's Boots has a good chance of giving the Highwayman a dodge token every turn, which is kind of interesting. We could do that and then give the Man-at-Arms the riposte capabilities and Sparkle Ball. But I kind of like the fact that we're attacking so much with the Highwayman. So you know what, I'm just gonna dump the Seaman Boots. There you go. Get it out of my life. Disease resist. Let's dump that. Let's dump the slime mold. Something happened to you? You had an exclamation mark. Are you okay? Oh, good. Freaking slime mold. Get out of here. Wish there was an auto dump. No, don't give me any more slime molds. We're damned before we set off. Pass that here. I'll mend it. Hold on to something. Where are we going? Academic study, quirk, and trinket. We should maybe start... I think I don't value positive quirks enough. I think I should try to get more and more of those. Whiskey barrel.
Rummage through the shelves.
Candle.
Laden with echoes of indistinct
And a portrait.
ideas.
A portrait of a certain a-hole. Oh, it's only you. Trinket combat item or positive quirk? If someone has two, I don't really want to give them a third one because that could just happen naturally. Alden Potamus, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hello. Arcatraz says, on second thought, screw positive quirks, give us more whiskey barrels. Dude, I love the party barrels. Probably should start applying memories to those quirks then, says Connie. Not until I have everything unlocked, because I don't care as much. Let's go for the trinket. I want to see what it is. I want to try to remember what all of the trinkets are for these unique encounters, although it is going to give us an insane amount of inventory capacity.
In this world, wealth is worthless.
Copy all
purpose.
positive tokens, unnatural pigment. That's so weird. Oh my god, I have so much freaking inventory. Look at all the combat items. I'm trying to use them, I just can't use them fast enough. God damn it. Get rid of this. I'm not getting rid of the wine. Get rid of smelling salts. Got more shimmering powders too. Get rid of those. There it is. Copy all positive tokens. I wonder if that is copy on allies or copy from enemies. Oh my god, we're gonna get more inventory garbage. I hate it. Your party or the enemy, says Connie. Maybe. Oh, I missed it. Any more and I'll herk. You okay? She keeps having an exclamation mark and I'm like, why? I think it's because the game really wants me to take a wicked hack. You know what, let's do that actually. I wasn't that impressed with Howling End. Let's have stress relief. It does say all. So you're thinking it's copy positive tokens on everyone.
Were rewarded for
That
their
would be
supplication.
crazy, but also very cool. Gains up to 3 relationship tokens, candles, and chocolate. We got our boots back. God damn it, game. I literally dumped those off the pier 2 nodes back and they showed up again. What the hell? Oh my god, okay. What do we dump? Dump the bone mallet. Chance to produce poultices. Dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it. F, man. Dump it. You know what? Let's get value out of the laudanum. Not dumping whiskey. I mean, are you kidding me? Dump the mop and bucket. God dang, our inventory is so full. Double click on items to take them and dump them afterwards. I always do the take all so I can look at all of my inventory. Otherwise, I've got two different menus. I wanted to see everything in aggregate. Burn salve and a spore grenade. Hold on. Combat items. Don't I have a spore grenade on somebody? Yeah, stack it. And we got burn salve. Dump it. Because then you can, oh my freaking god. Because then you can look at one list and it's like, here's everything. What do you need, what do you not need? Then you can prioritize. Okay, it is an oasis.
A refreshing
I did not look at the map. I didn't realize this was no combat route, but I kind of like it. Fill our barrels and let's be on. I know it's more inventory, but these are really good items. Why do I have 30 inventory all of a sudden? What is happening? We get one for free, I guess. Dump the one and just equip. Oh my god, equip. Oh my god, equip these instead of the net. There you go. I still have to dump things. Dump the nets. Get them out of here. I don't want them. Dump the hardened heart. I'm never gonna use it.
The destinations.
All right, now we have an actual choice.
Only the route you take to get there.
Either way gets us to a hero shrine. I gotta admit, I think I really want to reduce loathing. Do you see our loathing right now? Freaking maximum? Yeah, we'll do one fight.
Let nothing bar your path.
Let nothing bar your path. Okay, Sauron.
You will
Sorry,
fight.
Sauron. I always get them
that
confused because they
others may fear.
have the same name. First world problems, my inventory's too full. The funny thing is, I was even thinking about this earlier. We had, in our first the opportunity to buy 4 inventory slots, and I said no. God, I regret that decision so much. Really should have done that. I hate the oh my god. Thing is, it's the freaking candles. You get so many damn candles. Desperate wheezing. Oh god, I gotta remove this diphtheria. It is terrible. All right, what are we doing? I'm gonna give you stealth. I want everyone to focus on my other units. Give me a duelist. Oh, we gotta. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill Cabin Boy. This might be the first time we see what this thing does.
As repulsive as it is.
Connie says, first in plus inventory items is better than it has any right to be. That's what I'm beginning to believe. So this stealth actually worked exactly as planned. Unstable incubation.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
Just giving us the opportunity to collect all of the reposts. I think we got a free action, so we should, you know what, we should judgment twice. God, that's so good. Because an Iron Swan should get the kill now. Heal Haul, debuff. +1 bleed received for 3 turns. Oh, I should have used the pocket items. Okay, we're blind, we're vulnerable. This is no common storm. We're shadowy as well. I guess we don't need to use both of those.
A petty hindrance.
I don't want to taunt. Let's do an if it bleeds. Lower stress, although it does put us out of bolster range, but that's okay. Connie says, the cabin boy is gonna screw you sooner or later. Hopefully not. I don't know what he does. I don't want to know what he does. We still have our riposte up, but we also have the taunt up. Coral Grief. Weakness, block. I didn't even see the targeting indicator for it. Consecration is lower stress. We got another action, so let's do it. Oh, look at that. So good. Regroup, the fog is lifting. I mean, here's the thing. I can't hit him, so we might as well do this, right? Try to use all of our load on him. Guess we'll probably save that mineral-rich water. Just keep reducing stress with that chop. Oh, he lived for one turn.
Suffering begins.
And we bled. How did we bleed? How are you bleeding? I'm not seeing something.
Cut down
Maybe
these
you know what? Maybe he had a
nightmares
buff that was if you hit me, you
and blaze the
bleed.
trail to your redemption. The loathing festers.
Inventory's full. That's fine. You know what? Dump the last remaining laudanum. And you know what? Because I see it, dump that sensor. All right, where are we going? Another hero shrine. Past Abe was smart to send us on this path.
Look ahead. A place to reflect.
Unequipped to breathing
remember,
sickness.
and
I wish.
reconcile.
Round start, 5% chance of a stun, and then also combat start days, and then also round start, a chance of being vulnerable. She is just heavily diseased up, unfortunately. Sorry,
The
comedian.
lost souls of a dying world, empty of hope and humanity.
I wish I kept that laudanum. But, I have an idea. Another one of these. More stealth.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Set up the riposts. Who can you chomp? You can't chomp anyone. You're just gonna get chomped and riposted to death, you son of a gun. I think we have the opportunity to heal. I can't tell if we took 1 damage or have an extra turn, so let's do the heal.
A small foundation of trust.
No extra action. Bolster does not remove horror on yourself, unfortunately. That's okay. Reduce their speed. I hope that this guy doesn't protect. He didn't.
Press on.
We are getting hit kind of pretty hard on our highwayman, unfortunately.
A small reprieve
Use that.
from this carousel of horrors.
That's such a nice crit. They're slow. They only need 1 more point of damage. Hellion could do it. I think we'll take the pistol shot. The Vestal can get the kill on the Ghoul, and we'll set up just a, we'll do a Retribution there. We'll just set up a Wicked Hack, I guess, just for stress relief purposes. Nautical Compass gave us a block token which removed the vulnerability. That was very nice. I do believe we got a second action, so we'll do a Consecration. We'll do a Judgment. I guess we should have started with the Judgment, just in case I was
The work
wrong.
continues.
Come on. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Excellent work.
Good lord. He is getting hit.
A simple kindness.
Starting to realize we need those dodge tokens, which means that we need to do the Duelist Advanced Take Aim, and we need, well, Take Aim doesn't, it only gives you one. But what we really need to do is we need to upgrade these dodge tokens to super dodge tokens. There's a trinket that does that. That would be perfect for the Man-at-Arm. Turn end, convert dodge into super dodge, and then he'll take way less damage. Because right now he is starting to, you know, freaking scare me a little bit. At least he's not doing tree branch smackdown. Not yet. And we have big heals and buffs coming out of that Vestal. There's Fell the Tree. AKA Tree Branch Smackdown. We don't need that for stress relief, but a part of me is like, why not?
Cannot be walked alone.
Ordained Elite's pretty scary. What's their elite ability? More damage, more health, and more speed as well. Oh, I wanted to see what his ordained ability was. No. Yeah, he was pretty rough.
The big ones.
Oh, lovely. Classic $6 highway fight. At least we're gonna get another hero shrine. Oh wow, 39 light? I am not paying attention. Although honestly, at this point, we probably don't need to worry. About the light level, because I think we can make it to the end before it hits 0, but we probably should try to raise it a little bit. But I don't think we're going to be able to. Let's equip that fire grenade. Oh, never mind. I'll find my courage and my honor. I knew what waited for me back there, but I had no rank, and they deserved rest. The only person who has things to do is the Man-at-Arms. Let's do it.
Chapter 4. Ghosts of the Past.
It's combat. Or rather, story.
Demoted and disgraced, he returned to the battlefield, ready to endure the wrath of his regiment and grant them some small peace.
Okay, could you not give me 6 stress before I even act once? What the hell? Honor the Fallen. Pour one out. Requires target Vengeful Spirit. Target, stun, remove crit, and combo. Rest in Peace. Requires target Vengeful Spirit, plus 200% damage when target comboed. Honor the Dead. Requires target Grave, requires target combo, self -5 stress. Okay, let's start by pouring one out for the Fallen. He's then stunned and comboed. Rest in Peace. Requires target Vengeful Spirit plus 200% damage when combo, damage 6 to 7. You are gone. Whale. Right, you know, it's only just 9 stress immediately. Luckily, I was able to act before someone else did. Okay. Yes, thank you. Physical damage. If 2 of them went and then they wailed, I would be dead. Just saying. Let's pour one out. Anger of the Fallen. Ah. Well, I should have poured one out on you, I guess. Rest in pieces. I mean, as long as he only does a physical attack, I'm not gonna die, and I'm not gonna get stressed out. So let's get rid of another grave. We're feeling a little bit better about it. Pour one out. I wonder if it's possible to get that unlucky. It probably is. You know, Darkest Dungeon's got a lot of randomness to it. I didn't expect we would open up with getting to 9 stress before we could really even act, but, you know, fair enough. So these are all the ghosts of the soldiers who died earlier. We killed them. We absolutely got everybody killed. Shouldn't you have been stunned?
At last, he would sleep undisturbed, and perhaps find some comfort in that murky abyss of dreamless wonder.
Courageous Abandon. Damage 3 to 6, crit 10%. Can only be used in the front. Cooldown of 2 turns. Ignores block. It gives double damage when you are blocked. Gives another stack of double damage when you're super blocked. Interesting. And it removes all of your block. Kaka, Cartaginian, thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back, hello. So I understand this move. You build up a lot of block tokens, then you turn those block tokens into damage, but only from the front line and only to the front line, so it's positionally restrictive. I am curious, of course, about how it upgrades. It just does a lot more damage. 10% better crit, 2 higher minimum damage, and then 1 higher maximum damage, and then it still removes all of your or your block tokens. Interesting. Means you can convert all of that defensiveness into raw power, which is kind of cool. It's not really how we're building, but I guess if we ever do have the block tokens, we could do that. You know, things like Stand Fast. It gives you big block tokens. Defender gives you big block tokens. Retribution gives you normal block tokens. Bolster gives you a big block token. So you can build up the block tokens, including Hold the Line. It's kind of cool, Let's get out of here. Get our torches low. It ignoring block gets around the usual frontline tank problems. It kind of feels like a finishing move. Dude, our torchlight is so low. You know, you want to use those block tokens for guarding purposes and to reduce the damage you're taking, and then at the end of the fight you can kind of turn that into a lot of raw damage. Because early in the fight, first of all, it's hard to build up a whole bunch of those block tokens, but also early in the fight you gotta focus on the back line, which is hard to do with the Man-at-Arms. You know what I like? I like the idea of trinkets giving him even more tokens, so maybe you can get it out faster. Range skills take less damage. Let's toss out a smoke bomb.
A master stroke.
Sparkle Ball gave us vulnerability. Dude, I love that Sparkle Ball. And you know what? We should make sure that Spore Cap is on him. That way he can Sparkle Ball everyone. Love the name of it too, Sparkle Ball. Sparkle Ball, Sparkle Ball. Okay, I hate that you're vulnerable. Hopefully you don't get smacked in the face. Because Big Boy is gonna get a turn here. Oh good, he healed to full. He inversioned himself? Excuse me? Oh, thank God for the dodge. What the hell happened there? Oh, we took on damage. Blind. I mean, let's give you the buff because you haven't acted yet. I don't know how we're gonna kill the backline before this guy starts getting buffed up and regened. We're gonna try though, of course. I'm gonna open up with a bellow. Give us more speed.
Cunning. You may
hit 2 of them.
Yet.
Let's at least, you know, get a couple of those. Pistol shot can kill him. He's pretty quick though. Ah, but we moved first. You're dead, dude. No, he's taunted! You bastard! God damn it. Because then you're gonna move, and then you're gonna move. And then they're gonna be in worship territory, which I kinda hate, but let's go for it. He's stunned, which is very nice. Thank you, Sparkle Ball. Sparkle Ball! First trumpet, a little bleed, we'll just bleed and burn. Could you stop healing this piece of garbage? Okay. Ah, we took 1 damage. I need the buff, man.
The enemy weakens and
Okay,
wanes.
hit him. I mean, this guy's gonna heal to full if I can't kill him, and I'm not going to be able to kill him. So do we focus? I mean, I think we focus on the altar, unfortunately. This is not amazing, but that stun was kind of nice. Bolster, defend, retribution. Guess let's get retribution active. Yeah, we're very, very bad at targeting the back line. Very, very bad. And the taunting is also just being very annoying with this. I guess let's take aim. And in particular, at the beginning of the round, he gets the taunt, then my Highwayman goes and he's forced to target him. Oh my god, there's all of our damage healed. He's still taunted. Why are you still taunted? Oh, because I didn't attack you, right. But we did get the guaranteed crit out of it. I guess we could, in theory, try to go for the kill on this guy. We are gonna get another worship. He was dazed for a turn. We're gonna bellow. I guess you have nothing else to do on your turn, which is kind of sad.
Weaken them, that another may finish
Two,
the work.
add 1 stress. We got a bonus action. Can I get a kill? Can I kill this guy? 4 to 7 times 2. So it's gonna be 6 to 11. I'd have to crit to kill him. I can probably kill the altar. So we're gonna get hit by 1. No, I can't kill the altar, but we gotta start working on him. So we're gonna get hit by 1 big attack, but he has blind, so yeah. Good chance of us dodging it anyways. Poor Man-at-Arms. God, I hate the regens. You destroyed some of my tokens, gave me a little bit of stress. Dry hacking cough. Right, you're freaking taunted, you bastard! I hate him so much. Okay, this thing is dead. Altar has been killed. We already have riposts. Are they gonna stay active for 1 more turn? I don't know. I do kind of wish that there was a... Did you inversion yourself again? It's like I see, he takes all the negatives from his side. And then let's do a consecration. We're gonna get only the riposte from the Highwayman, I think. Oh no, it's just exaltation on 1 unit. I thought it was gonna hit everyone. How did you get a block? What is happening? How did you get a dodge token? I guess it's probably
Let us
exaltation,
take a
isn't it?
closer
Yeah.
look at the thing.
All
And
allies get the
repulsive as
token.
it
I see
is.
how it works. You're bleeding for 10. That's a little rude. Wow, we landed both super dodges, which is just incredible. But he's dead. Gonna do a quick little bolster there. Now we don't have any like resistances to the damage. We don't have any dodges up. We didn't have any block tokens up either. So that's
Deliberate and
the Highwayman is like the
methodical
weakest
appliance
unit
so
right now
far.
because of that thing. But the regen means that he's not gonna die to like a DOT that happens on his turn at least. Do we need the Vestal to go? I would like the Vestal to go.
Bravo!
We crit for 6. All right. Hold the line. Rampart. He's got nothing else that can hit the back. He has to be in the front to land Crush, huh? Oh. Yeah, because like I don't want the Highwayman to be guarded. I want him to attack. Four to 7. Well, at the very least, we can hit the Death's Door, which applies weakness. That's pretty helpful. Oh, we got both actions. Which means we could kill.
A small foundation.
Oh, you know what? The
of trust.
Riposte could kill, unless it hits the Hellion, but it's gonna hit
The
everyone.
mind's
And he's dead.
grasp
All right.
grows
I was kind of
tenuous.
hoping maybe we could get another bolster out there, but I should have realized that we were gonna kill him because of all of our ripostes. It's really hard to keep one unit alive.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some
More
of
health,
these
lower damage.
weather-worn relics.
We're probably gonna dump that. Although I have to acknowledge, more health
The loathing
on the
festers.
Vestal. We don't need her judgment for damage. Well, for the backline we do. But for like bosses, if we'd rather have a larger health buffer to get more consecrations and divine comforts, administrations, sanctuaries, she could be like a little mini tank for like the Hellion or something. I mean, if we have a lot of consecrations out there, Mantra all of a sudden becomes way easier to use. Although it's only 10% healing, which is not the best. Not the best around. You can take one of those. All right, that was it was not great, but we learned, I think.
Haggard.
I don't know what I learned.
Tired-eyed. All
Probably learned
welcome
something.
here.
Whiskey, you came back to me. We also got another spore grenade, another one. I guess we are making explosives, so we keep making these. Do we need the blood? Add horror. Add a crit, a strength, and a speed. I think we could probably dump the blood. I don't see it being very good without having lots of laudanum or more stacking. We can also just dump that though. And then we can use this for healing right now. We don't need this much food. We can dump some stale bread. There you go. Just go to the inn. Lower stress. I'll take it. You know, I would love to be able to go to the sluice again. The sluice.
There are yet places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
Sluice.
Sluice. See, now we have positive tokens. Let's go, or positive quirks. Versus Fisher Folk, Slippery, when HP is low, 20% chance of a dodge token. Tangle Scouting, 20% health. See, that's just a good positive one right there. I like it. Anti-Commerce Complete. Anemic. Not great. Increased stacking for Candle of Hopes and more Candles of Hope. I mean, increased stacking means we can have, you know, more inventory space, I suppose. 3 combat tokens, not that good. We got lots of party barrels, lots of playing cards. We should be able to get some decent relationships going now. What's the route?
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
Thick Mud, movement resists. Seems good to me. Academic Studies? The Tangle. Feel like going to the Tangle. I don't care about the wheel. Movement resist doesn't really bother me too much. We have no like movement abilities, but we don't need the Watchtower at all, which means that this is very easy to do. And I feel like with our taunts and riposts, we actually might be pretty good here in the Tangle. Less DOTs as well. The Sprawl has a lot of burn on it.
Trenches and tents. The front lines of a war that was
Targets
never
-2.
fought.
We'll start with the party barrel, of course. Whiskey? Well, you know what? We have replacement whiskey for this. +6. Did he get Sunny Disposition? Positive relationship chance and Bon Vivant positive relationship chance. Oh my god, he's gonna be the bedrock of the party. He's gonna be incredible. Please give me more whiskey. Okay, that was 4 negatives. Please give me more whiskey. There you go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We have a couple that are pretty high. I think we should also get the playing cards. Oh, excuse me. Sneezes. Songbook, though. Should have done this first, of course, but let's do the songbook. Let's take a look at the relationships now. 16, 17, 14, 14, 17. Now that we have multiple 20s, I don't really want to use cards because I like them being at 20. But it is going to take 3 to get the Highwayman and the Vestal up to the next level. Do we have something that's targeted? Not really. I mean, we could probably get another songbook, but we also want to remove some quirks. So let's see about who has the worst negative. Off Guard is pretty bad. Torn Rotator Cuff is pretty bad. Anemic is pretty bad. Let's start on you, though. I mean, you've got a lot of good positives. I don't really want to even risk getting rid of it. I mean, you already have a chance of... Oh, I just kicked my desk. You already have a chance of being stunned, so... Boisterous was removed, but we did remove something that was negative. I forgot which one it was, because it didn't really pop up quick or and stay there, so I can see what it was, but fine. That was loud. It's a metal desk, so... I kicked the part of it that vibrates. It went... I apologize for that. These I'd like to save for the final fight, honestly. You call me tense? Fine, fine. More not than muscle. Oh, this'll work. I forgot about the whole candles and chocolate situation. You know what? I think I am gonna buy some trading cards. Usually can't hear the collateral damage except that time you punched your mic like 10 streams in a row. That's like every stream. Or is that the joke? thought you got raided or something. That'll be my raid sound. It's just me kicking my desk. I'll record it and then play it whenever it happens. So, you know what? Noisemaker. Again, I don't know how they changed the eyeball fight. I think I know one thing that they changed about it, because it's the obvious thing, of course. But taunt might help for that fight if we still need to do the whole thing with blocking the tokens or taunting the tokens. So we might want to buy these, but if we buy them now, we're gonna have to hold on to them for the whole damn run up to that point. So might not be worth doing. I am going to feed people though. We could also, I guess, fight the boss here in the Tangle. It's pretty easy. But we are a post build, which is probably not ideal for it now that I think about it. We could also get the Bounty Hunter. We don't need the Bounty Hunter. I think we're not going to fight the boss. No. Select route is what I meant to do. Yeah, and I don't want to fight you again either. No, we're fine. We're fine just doing the normal thing. We don't need to get to maximum relationships here, so why don't we just have Harrison and Darnuno get into a relationship, please. Come here. Ours is a lonely journey, and, well, banging. I also have whiskey. So I'm gonna do this. And then, I mean, we're pretty much positive. Almost to max. Combat items, we have items on everyone. We'll use this, and then we have more to replace it in the Spore Grenade. But you know what? I guess we could, if we fight the boss, Spore Grenades and party targeting abilities are very nice for popping the plants. If she gets 2 actions, sometimes we could use that. Bellow would do it, I suppose. Not too much else there. Let's take a look at Wayne Wright.
Away. Plan accordingly.
I don't want anything that costs baubles, so I'm just going to upgrade or repair.
The coach stands
Mastery.
ready once more.
Hold on. Dump, Wicked Hack, take Helling End again. I wouldn't mind starting to upgrade the Vestal and her consecrations, because they are actually pretty good. Since we can apply them so frequently, I actually really like this. I might even get rid of Judgment and just have her be a buff. Consecration, Consecration, Divine Comfort, Ministration, Mantra. And she can just constantly be healing, and with her bonus action, she's gonna be pretty good at it too. I mean, we could get consecrations on every spot on the field within like 3 turns. And then they're gonna go away after a while, but they'll stay there for a bit. Yeah, if only this was the Consecration Vestal, this would be a very good way of doing it. We'll stick with this for now. Right, that's the one that we just upgraded. And we will upgrade... I don't want her to taunt. Is there another way to remove her winded? I can't see from that menu because I gotta look here. Apply winded. Toe to toe. I don't want the taunt. Is there another way of doing it? Adrenaline rush. She's got to be wounded for that one. Bloodlust can do it. And then it also buffs your damage if the enemy is bleeding. Because I am like really thinking about a bleed Hellion, but I don't think we'll do it on this area. I think I want to maybe try to get some more mastery tokens. Who else needs tokens? Removing crit is really nice. Defender gives better tokens. We're not using Crush. Not really using Defender that much either. We're not really taking that much damage either, but we'll probably take damage at some point. I think we will want Defender. Although Stand Fast giving you... you're never going to be up front to use Stand Fast. Defender you can use anywhere. We'll upgrade that one. Highwayman. Grape Shot can hit the front, double tap can hit the middle, 6 to 9 damage. I guess the damage is pretty good. And then 30% bonus damage when the target is lower than 50% health. Highway Wobbly? Highway Wobbly. I apologize. Highway Robbery is pretty good for stealing things like crit tokens and whatnot, so that could be a fun one to play around with. I mean, I'm never using Tracking Shot, am I? Yeah, let's try Highway Wobbly. Double tap is a good finisher. I mean, it is, but you know, if the enemy doesn't have any Death's Door resistance, it doesn't matter. If the enemy's weak, in the third position, we have... I mean, I do need more ways of targeting the back line, but that's kind of like Pistol Shot. I guess double tap is pretty good damage on the third position. Still want to try that Highway Wobbly. We'll get rid of not Pistol Shot, get rid of Tracking Shot for that. Because if an enemy has crit tokens or riposts, which there's a lot of riposts, well, not a lot of riposts. If we fight the big guard knight in the Tangle, we would like to steal his riposts. It ignores stealth as well, which I like. So who can hit the back line? Really nobody. Oh my god. Maybe we do need like a double tap to hit the back. The Hellion can hit the back. The Vestal can hit the back, and that's pretty much it. It's all riposts after that. Get out of here. She does it with If It Bleeds an Iron Swan from the front. But that's only position 4. And then we rely on her judgment damage due to the other back. So we can't get rid of we cannot get rid of judgment. We have to have something that can hit the back. That's judgment. Pistol Shot can hit the back, which is probably fine. All right, I think we're okay. Still have a little bit of money. Is there anything that we want to buy? You still have crits when you are speedy. Can I make you speedy? I can give you movement resist. I cannot make you any faster, unfortunately. As a result, I'm gonna take a look at your trinkets. If I can't give you crits, I mean, if I can't give you crits, I can't really give you anything. I don't have any other trinkets to apply to you, unfortunately. Maybe I'll just leave this here then, because we're not gonna have Elixir Baubles right now. All right, I think I'm okay with this. Go to the Tangle.